Good morning and welcome. So the question that I keep getting asked when we have this event is, why does the CommBank do something like this? And I think we have no choice. Not that that's the reason we're doing it, but if you look at the world that we work in and the world that's changing, it's changing incredibly quickly. It's extremely complicated. And actually, the complicated points are actually not around the technology as it manifests itself as an innovation. The complicated points are around the human stuff, the social, the ethical, the moral. And we have no choice but to become more divergent. If you want to be successful as an individual or as an organization, that divergent perspective, that willingness to engage in debate and discussion, the willingness to evolve the perspective that you have, and sometimes even pivot it and change your mind, is really, really important. It matters in simple things. I had the benefit of spending quite a bit of time earlier this week with some of our cyber executive advisors that flew in from overseas. These are people that have spent a lot of time in and around the cyberspace. And their heritage is one of either working for national security organizations or actually working in the White House and providing advice. And when we talked about the cyber world and the evolving things over the last 6 months, what was very apparent was that the technology part was actually the easy part. We weren't having a discussion around technology. We're having a discussion around policy. What's the role of government? We're having a discussion about legally, how do you legislate? And how should the legislation evolve? We're having a philosophical discussion around, is it acceptable when someone is attacking you to attack them back? Who should be doing that? Should that be the role of government, or should that be the role of an enterprise or an individual? These are the points at which we need to have these discussions. And I think an event like this really gives us an opportunity to pause and to step out, to open our minds to a bunch of different points of view. And I think to start doing something that I feel is becoming a lost skill, which is engaging in a conversation. Having a debate where the outcome is not that you actually convince someone of your point of view. It's not about what you project, but it's actually what about you learn, and does your point of view evolve? And it may not change, but actually it's better informed because you've had that debate. And too often, I think we rush through the pace of the world and the way in which we do things. We use the patterns and the experience of what we've had previously, and we apply them to the world going forward, and we're not bold enough. And we always have a discussion in my team around, we're going to fail not because we were too bold, but because we weren't bold enough. We're going to fail because we didn't get that different point of view tabled and challenged and discussed. Another example is I spent some time with some of the support staff of the All Black rugby side a few weeks ago. There was a person that I met whose whole job was to be the divergent thinker. The person who came in and in the next week is going to be sitting down with the coaching team and challenging them about their perception of the game plan and the way that they're going to be playing, and really asking them some bold questions. Are they making the right assumptions? Are they challenging themselves around how they should be pushing the agenda? I met another person whose whole job was about culture. It wasn't about performance, it was about culture. What's the culture that we want to create? What's the culture that matters? Because their view, and I think this is an important topic for us, is that things get done, amazing things get done, when a couple of things come together. First of all, you have a purpose, whether that's as an individual or as a team or as an organization, and you're absolutely clear about that purpose. You have a set of values that you're going to apply, and those values become the governors of what you're going to do. But more importantly, you're constantly inquiring, you're constantly challenging, and you're looking for a different way to be even better than you are today. So therefore, this is why we do this event. For us, it's an opportunity to take some time out, bring a bunch of different people together, engage in a conversation, a debate, a dialogue, and hopefully after the next 2 days in Sydney and Friday in Melbourne, where we're taking Wired for Wonder for the first time, collectively we come away with a slightly different perspective, a renewed vigor to do something that we might not have been bold enough to do before, and certainly an appreciation and an inclusion of what we all bring to the way in which we need to take things forward. So have a fantastic couple of days, or if you're not here for the full time, whatever time you're able to put in, please enjoy it. And I look forward to seeing a number of you outside and in the various forums. So thank you very much.